Hi, let's look at skimming and penetration strategy in pricing. So, what is skimming strategy? Skimming strategy is when you're introducing a product, you're keeping the price at the highest possible value. Okay, and over time, you will reduce the price, right? So, when the early adopters have bought the product and more competitors have entered, the price of the product is reduced to attract a more price sensitive group of buyers. For example, Apple does the same thing. It introduces all the new versions at a premium price, and then as it launches new and new versions, it reduces the prices of the previous products, right? And the goal is to accrue as much revenue as possible while the demand is still high. Okay, and this new product pricing strategy works in the following only in certain situations, which is there are enough prospect customers willing to buy the product at high price, which is the case with Apple, for example. And high price does not attract competitors because it's very difficult to compete with Apple, with the fandom and with the cult that they have. Lowering the price would not have a very large negative impact on the sales volume because there are still a large number of people who are dying to get an Apple phone with them. And high price is perceived as high quality. All the factors which exactly, exactly define the strategy for an Apple product. What are the limitations for this? It is this limitation works only for short periods of time. Okay, and buyers may switch to cheaper competitive products if the price reduction occurs too late, right? And this strategy may not be effective for follow-up products. Now, honestly, Apple has been able to overcome this limitation because of the cult following they have. But another example to give you, it would be a PlayStation 3. When it began selling in US market, it started with the price of $599, and over time it was reduced down to $200, right? So this is a skimming strategy. The penetration strategy is exactly the opposite. The penetration strategy is when the product is introduced in the market, the initial pricing will be kept very low, and the idea is to lure the customers to buy the product. Okay, and it depends on the simple funda that lower prices would ensure that the buyers get aware about the new products, and they would want to use and try the new product, right? And obviously in this scenario, the brand or the product is not very well positioned, does not have a very large market, and that's why they need to lower the price so that more and more customers can use it, and then there's a good chance that the customers will keep on buying it. So this strategy can potentially increase both market share and sales volume because you are able to attract a much larger user base. The limitation is increase in sales volume may not necessarily lead to profits. If the price is still comparatively low, if you keep the price too low, obviously the sales volume may not actually increase. There's a good chance. And also the low price may attract initial buyers who may later switch due to rising prices, right? So vice versa. For example, Costco and Kroger, there are two major grocery store chains in US, and they use penetration pricing for their own organic food brands. Okay, they sell their home branded organic food at a very low price than the other brands that they carry, and that's how they are able to penetrate. There's something similar that you would have seen if you go to Big Bazaar in India. It also keeps the prices very like lower compared to its competitors, right? So skimming and penetration strategy, depending on what kind of product are you offering, is it does it already have some sort of a presence or a premium value attached to it, or is it a completely new product that you would rather like to sell in huge volume and attract a mass base? That's it. Thank you.